Hey everyone, it's Shari, and today I thought I would do a makeup collection video, and I think I'm gonna do my palettes first. And I love these types of videos, so let's get started. I think I'm gonna do my face palettes first. Okay, so the first one that I have here is the Gwen Stefani Blush Palette. And here's what it looks like. I love this palette a lot. I love the colors in it. They're all kind of shimmery. And they're all very neutral. So the next palette, face palette I have here is the Becca and Jaclyn Hill collaboration palette. Here's what it looks like. It has Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop, and I love those highlighters. And my favorite blush is this one right here, and this one is called Rose Spritz. Okay. The next one that I have is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Palette. Here's what it looks like. I love this palette because I use it as bronzer, highlighter, and eyeshadow. So it's a very versatile palette. I love it, and I love highlights. So the next one that I have here is a limited edition item. This was the Love Blush palette from Too Faced. This is what it looks like. It has all their blushes in like a mini form and put in a palette. So I use this one a lot. The next one that I have is Kat Von D's Shade and Light palette. And I love this one for contouring. It's really good for that. This is like my #1 contouring palette. The next face palette, I have these two that I got off Amazon. They're like these cream contouring kits. Bunch of different cream contouring shades in there. This one too. So that's all I have for the face palettes. Next, we're going to move on to the eyeshadow palettes. The first one that I have here is the Urban Decay Spectrum Eyeshadow Palette. This one was, I think, last year's maybe. It's not the new one. And this is what it looks like. And I love this palette because it's so vibrant. The colors are really pretty in this one. Okay, so the next one that I have here is the Tartelette and Bloom palette. And I love this palette because it's easy to take on the go. And the colors are really versatile and go together perfectly. And let's see, the next palette that I have here is the Nude from the Bomb. It's a really pretty palette. This is like one of the first palettes I've ever gotten, and it still holds up pretty well, so I love this palette. Okay, the next palettes that I have are all from Too Faced. I have the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. This is what it looks like. Here are all the colors. And I love this palette so much, and it smells so good. Okay. And the next two palettes also smell really good. Here's the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette, and I think this is my favorite palette. It is so pretty. I love it so much. Definitely one of my favorite palettes. Okay. So this one is also from Too Faced. It's the Sweet Peach palette. It smells like peaches and the colors are so pretty. This is good palette. I love this. I was so excited when I heard it was launching. I had to get it. We got it like the first week it was out. Okay, so my next one is the Too Faced Sugar Pop palette. I love this little palette because the colors are all vibrant. And it's good if you want to create like a fun look. And my last palette is like my most used palette. I love this palette so much. It's my Too Faced Natural Eyes palette. This is like an everyday palette. It's perfect, little, convenient to put in your makeup bag. It's a great palette, and that's all I have for today. Those were all my palettes. I have quite a lot of them, so I hope you enjoyed.